Hello and welcome to class today. My name is Ellen McKay and I'm happy to be here with you. Oftentimes we approach our body in wanting to fix it. What spaces need to be leaner, stronger, better? And rarely do we approach our body with gratitude and appreciation, even celebration. So today that's what we're going to do. We are going to celebrate our body for all the ways that it shows up for us day in, day out, as we move through our tasks. So as we move through class today, notice what happens in your mind. Is that go to a critical thought about how you're moving, how your body feels, how your body looks? Or can we switch that script? Can we start finding some gratitude, some positive things to say about our body? Maybe, maybe not. I encourage you to give it a try. So today we'll be doing a little bit of self-massage, a little bit of strengthening, and some resting, because I think for most of us, our body probably needs more rest than it gets. Okay, so starting in a seated position, maybe you're on your mat like I am, maybe you're seated in a chair, whatever works best for you. We're going to start with a little bit of breath. Thank goodness our body breathes for us, and it's not really something that we have to think about. So maybe let's just start there. Thanking our body for breathing and doing all these things without us really having to think about it. If you'd like some physical feedback, maybe a hand comes to the heart or to the belly or both, or maybe hands just rest on the legs. Eyes can close if you choose. And since we're finding gratitude for what is, celebrating how things are right now, just take notice of your natural breathing pattern. Maybe you're breathing in the chest, maybe you're breathing in the belly, maybe it's both. Wherever it is, it's happening. And it deserves a little celebration. Maybe as you're noticing that subtle breath pattern, you can also notice that heartbeat. Again, a way our body is just keeping us alive, keeping us going, allowing us to do all the things that we want and need to do. And maybe you continue to just observe. If you'd like to continue to explore this amazing landscape of you, you can begin to bring the breath a little deeper. See if you can shift into that role of observer, letting it all be what it is today. If you are taking longer breaths, fuller breaths, notice how that affects the rest of the body. See if you can shift into that role of observer, letting it all be what it is today. If you are taking longer breaths, fuller breaths, notice how that affects the rest of the body. find a rhythm that feels really good for you today. Start to bring some movement back to the body. Blink the eyes open if they're closed. We're going to start to bring the feet out in front of us. So if you're in a chair, just stay right where you are. I'm going to start here with my left leg out in front, and you can sit however it feels comfortable for you. We're going to start with just a little bit of dry brushing. Great way to support our awesome lymphatic system, boost our immunity, boost our circulation, and it just kind of feels good. So we're going to start as low as you can reach. So maybe that's your knee, maybe that's your shin, maybe that's your toes. Whatever it is, you're going to start just rubbing upwards. So you can use the whole palm of the hand. You can kind of rake the fingers if that feels good. Good. We're just going to rub, rub, rub. And then try to rub the whole space. So not just the front. We want to do the sides, the back if you can reach. Yep, just getting all that lower leg. And eventually we'll start to move our way up to the knee and the thigh. Again, if you can, maybe try to get that inner thigh, outer hip. You can reach, maybe get into that back of the thigh. Good. Wonderful. And then we'll switch sides. So taking that other leg out, again, just reaching down to wherever you can comfortably reach. And we'll start that little motion. Again, maybe it's the fingertips, maybe it's the palm of the hand, whatever feels best. Good. Getting front, side, back, all of it here. And then we'll start to move up. Knee, thigh. Again, get the whole space. Outer thigh, inner thigh. Our legs do a lot of work for us. Good. And then just let those legs rest. Wonderful. Let's bring that awareness to that upper body. So we'll start with one arm. Again, it doesn't matter which one. Just start by giving the top of the hand a little rub. So fingers, top of the hand, palm of the hand, just kind of rubbing around, creating a little heat, creating a little movement. And then start to bring that brush upwards. Good. And again, maybe it's fingertips, maybe it's the palm of the hand. Try to get all of the sides, front, side, back. Good. Eventually, maybe you reach the shoulder. Give the shoulder a little rub. Wonderful. Let's do the other side. So start rubbing on the top of the hand, fingers, warming things up a little bit, palm of the hand. Good. All the way up the arm. Get all sides. Eventually coming up to that shoulder. Good. And if you want to take a moment and maybe just take those fingertips along the top of the chest near the collarbone, both sides, kind of like you're moving fingertips from shoulder towards the heart. Good. Let everything rest. Take a few breaths. Good. A little more self-massage because it feels nice. Let's take one hand to the opposite shoulder and just start moving around here. You can squeeze, you can gently tap with a soft fist, whatever feels good. A little rub. Yep. Good. Couple more breaths on this side. Very nice. Other side, same thing here. find any spots that need a little extra love. Squeeze, gentle tap, rub. Good. Neck, shoulder space. Again, carries a lot for us. Good. You got it. Wonderful. Release that side. Take a couple breaths. Great. All right, let's add a little bit more movement, a little bit more strengthening. So I'm going to come into my tabletop shape. If for any reason that doesn't work well for you, you can stay seated. We're going to come into some cat and cow movement. So eventually palms come to the mat, or if the wrists need a little more support, you can always make fists and kind of punch down towards the mat. Take a little lift of the belly. Inhale, we're going to lengthen the spine, open up through that front body. Exhale, we're going to round the spine. Good. If you're seated in your chair, you're just going to do that same kind of motion. Open up through that front body and then round the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest. Open up through the back. Good. Let's do that a few more rounds. Good. Celebrating the movement of the spine. It really allows us to move in all directions. Forward, back, side to side, and rotation. Good. Let's do one more round. Nice. Now we're going to add a little bit more strength. So if you're on your mat, take both hands down. Right toes are going to reach back. And we're going to lift that right heel. If you want, left hand can reach forward. Okay, adding a little balance. If you're seated in your chair, take your arms out in front of you or overhead, and maybe you can kick one leg out in front, finding some strength, finding some core stability. Good. Let's hold here for 3 more breaths. Nice. Release that, and we're going to switch. So when you're ready, left toes go back, or maybe kick that left heel out if you're seated. Left foot lifts. Good. And if you want, right fingertips reach forward, or come all the way forward, reaching away from that left heel. Again, if you're seated, maybe arms reach out in front or overhead. Few more breaths wherever you are. Good. Release it. And now is your time for rest. So if you'd like, maybe sit back into that child's pose. Forehead can rest on hands or come to the mat. Or if it feels better for you, sit back in your chair. Hands can rest on the lap. Resting here. Feeling that wonderful movement of the breath and the rhythm of the heart.